Good noontime, everybody. This is LALATE with a breaking news report. $1,400 third stimulus checks have landed in bank accounts today. Yes, as predicted by this channel, for fourth wave. These are checks that some viewers may have thought were coming next week, and I've been telling you they would come today. So the incredible great news is that a handful of viewers have now confirmed that those banks that released the funds early have in fact done. Those banks are continuing to release funds today. The fourth wave of checks are landing. Meantime, third wave of $1,400 third stimulus checks are landing in mailboxes as well. Elsewhere, the day started with incredible breaking news as the new jobs numbers was released by the Department of Labor before sunrise. As first detailed on this channel, the number was through the roof. What does that mean about future stimulus? And what does that mean about getting back to normal? I have all those details as well. And as detailed in the community page, as soon as it happened, breaking news from Washington. The U.S. Capitol is back on lockdown. A security alert has now been issued. Why? A car has crashed into two Capitol Police officers. They're currently being treated at a local hospital. A statement has been issued by the Capitol Police. The situation is under control, but I'll have the latest details about the latest violence currently happening right now at the U.S. Capitol. This is breaking news. Thank you for joining me across the board as Noontime LA gets underway right now. Good noontime, everybody. How are you? Breaking developing news across the board. First, let me cut to what's happening at the Capitol. The U.S. Capitol is on lockdown. About half an hour ago, the U.S. Capitol, which includes the Congress, the Senate, and the House, was put onto lockdown. Why? A small, mid-sized car crashed through the security gates that are now temporarily outlining the U.S. Capitol grounds. That car then crashed into two U.S. Capitol Police officers and landed finally against a U.S. Capitol barricade, a temporary barricade on the grounds. Those two Capitol Police are currently being treated at a local area hospital. Nothing is known about the driver. It appears to be a sole individual. There's no details of whether that individual in the car was shot at or whether the car crashed upon impact into the barricade. Video from the U.S. Capitol shows the car now lodged, crashed face into that barricade at the U.S. Capitol. The U.S. Capitol Police has issued a series of tweets minutes ago. This happened no less than approximately 30 minutes ago between mornings LA and noontime LA. It's currently about 11 o'clock here on the West Coast, and this unfolded within the last 15 minutes. Again, two U.S. Capitol Police are currently being treated at a local area hospital. Their conditions are unknown. They were pushed by a car, a single driver, that rammed them at the perimeter of the U.S. Capitol that's been set up temporarily because of previous security alerts. That vehicle driver has yet to be identified. I'll have the latest breaking news as it unfolds throughout the day. Thank you for joining me on a breaking developing day. The great news across the board is SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and veterans benefits have gotten stimulus checks today. Congratulations. Yes, I'm so excited for you. There's a reason why you tune into this channel, because there's so much other junk out there. I've been watching the other videos. They don't know what they're talking about. I told you over the last few days that a series of banks will release the funds for SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits today. And congratulations, they have. What's going on? A fourth wave of stimulus checks were sent out this morning. Not this evening, not this afternoon, but this morning, as first reported on this channel. Every Friday morning, Treasury push-outs another wave of stimulus check. This week is wave 4. It went out this morning. And I told you over the last 4 weeks that the following banks release funds upon receipt. They don't hold it to the following Wednesday. I also named the individual banks. And I said they could appear today, Friday, tomorrow, Saturday, or Monday. Under the rare circumstances, it appears on Tuesday. And I told you, if you bank at those banks, watch those bank accounts. And guess what? On the second morning's LA video, which was about 30 minutes ago, so it was around 10 o'clock on the West Coast, which is 1 p.m. on the East Coast, viewers said in the last 30 minutes, bam, the money appeared. Thank you, LA, for what you do. These were the banks I told you it's going to appear in, and these are the banks that did appear in. Funds have now appeared today in Green Dot, MetaBank, NetSpend, and Chime. The other ones that will release the funds today are Cash App, Bancorp, H&R Green Emerald Card, and also TurboTax. Those funds could be posted anytime throughout the day, also Saturday, and also Monday. By Tuesday, it's unlikely for them to post any later than that because they release funds early. How did I know this? Because they did it under second stimulus. They did it under this third stimulus for wave 1, 2, and also 3. Let me recap. If you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and Real Benefits, and you bank with those banks, go look at the deposit account right now because the funds may be there. And congratulations to all those viewers that got those funds in the last 30 minutes. Now, if you bank with those same banks and you do not see the funds by next Tuesday, understand it's coming in the mail. Also great news, huge great news, is that those March 26 mail check date recipients that haven't seen the stimulus check, it's landing today and tomorrow. I've had hundreds of viewers send me messages each day this week and more overnight and more this morning that shows it's landing in the mail. It's just late. So if you go to the irs.gov tool and you look and it says March 26 mail, it's in the mail. It's just late. Congratulations, it's landing. The hugely other great news is that a small number of viewers are now reporting that for the April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th mail check, they now show routing of the check landing in their mailbox from informed consent from USPS on time. This is huge. So to recap, the second wave of those March 26 checks, they're very late. They're about 7 to 8 days late. But the third wave, those April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th checks, they appear currently, we'll still track them, see if it changes, but they currently look like they're showing up on time, according to viewers' reports to me in private message. And finally, if you are a customer at those particular banks, congratulations, because you will see the funds potentially in the next few minutes. Chime, Cash App, let's say it again. Chime, Cash App, also Green Emerald Card by H&R Block, Green Dot, the TurboTax, and also Bancorp. Wow, what an exciting day it is. Now, what's happening tomorrow? Tomorrow is even more exciting great news. The great news tomorrow is the following, that 50% of you who have gone to the irs.gov tool and show no result for your name, you will tomorrow. I'll have all those details in a second, but boy, let me tell you what started all the excitement today. The day started with the jobs numbers, and the jobs numbers was released before sunrise. Let me explain the significance of today's announcement. One of the big key issues for this country is when is stimulus going to end and when is stimulus going to continue? Who is going to provide the stimulus and for how long? Stimulus is coming from two places, the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, and the federal government, your president. And they've both said, and I've said, that stimulus will continue as long as people don't have their jobs back. Who doesn't have their jobs back? 8.1 million people. Well, going into this morning, the number of jobs created in the U.S. economy in the month of February was 300,000. 300,000 into 8 million is about 16 months, which is why Janet Yellen, Federal Reserve, and also the president and myself all said you would need stimulus into next year because it'll take 16 months to get everyone back to employment at 8 million or 300,000 a month. Well, the shocking news was this morning. This morning, the late Department of Labor released the job creation numbers for last month, March, and it also revised February. February was revised from 300,000 up to 500,000, and guess what March came in at? Nearly 1 million jobs created. This is huge because 1 million into 8 million is 8 months, not 16 months, and 8 months is this year. And guess what? Analysts now believe that the government, that the economy this month, in the month of April, may add 1.5 to 2 million jobs. What does that mean? 2 million jobs per month into 8 million missing jobs is 4 months back to full reemployment. 4 months is the summer. It's not next year. So what's important to know is there's a series of factors at issue. First, is third stimulus going to get cut off? No. That was a great question. Someone asked me in one of the videos before this. Is the current items in third stimulus going to be cut off? No. That's law. They're not going to change the law. Is fourth stimulus going to get impacted by it? It may, because you will likely not see the extension of FPUC, UI, or PUA after September if the unemployment numbers are back to zero. If we restore all 8 million jobs by September, you're not likely to see unemployment benefits continued past September. But it's too hard to predict just yet. Number two, would the current idea for reoccurring stimulus checks still happen? Yes, because bills are done in advance. And so the bill that would land in the Senate would be done far before those jobs are restored. What your hope, and big hope, is that the Democrats get this fourth stimulus package bill to the Senate as fast as possible. You don't want the bill to sit around and get to the Senate in October after jobs are restored, because at that point, it will be hard to tell any Democrat to provide stimulus when jobs are restored. You want the bill in the Senate as soon as you can get it. Next, what about the stock market? This is huge. Over the last few weeks, you may have seen YouTube channels that do this or that or that or this, where the person has been telling you, oh my God, the stock market is going to crash. They scare you with these scare tactics. Crash, crash, crash. There's a new report out this morning that says there is a big risk that you're going to miss the upside. The new report suggests that GDP growth in second quarter before today's jobs numbers was 10%, and that at 10%, the stock market could go through the roof. Now the new report today's have been revised to say if these job creation numbers continue, you could see GDP go through the roof. You could see growth go through the roof. And if growth goes through the roof, then the net result is the stock market may go through the roof. You do not want to be left behind by guessing on a crash when the new indicators suggest it could be going through the roof. There's also a series of reports talking about consumer spending today, and also an issue which you're important to know, which is sourcing. There's a report that says there's a big supply-demand problem. From anything from parts to cleaning detergents to toiletries, there's a real problem getting supply-demand out there because the economy has been closed for so long. And as this resurgence of growth is occurring, they're having problems getting products to people. So if you're a person who's dependent upon a particular type of product, be prepared and plan ahead of time, because this could be a big issue for you. Finally, the big issue about GDP and consumer spending. There's an issue that as this stimulus could land in the next few months, because it's still not there, the big spending, the pent-up spending where people have not been traveling and not been going out as much as before, could drive this economy through the roof. All right, let's cut back now to that $1,400 third stimulus check. Great news across the board today. And there's a reason why you need to stay with me, because boy, there's just so much wrong information out there. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I want you to make sure you get that check, and I want you to know where it is. Also, like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. And let's see if we can do 3,000 likes. This is what you need to know. If you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, or veterans benefits, if you're not, if you're a taxpayer, if you have a non-filing, guess what? Checks are landing today in 1, 2, 3 spots. Let's go over all 3 spots. March 26, mail check recipient notifications from irs.gov tool. Those checks are landing today. They've been late. They landed yesterday. They landed today. They're about 7 to 8, 9 days late. So don't worry. Watch the mail. It's going to be there. The subject's sort of complete at this point. The check is late and it's landing. The breaking news today, only from this channel, is that an April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th effective mail check date from irs.gov tool is now among viewers reporting its delivery from informed consent from USPS coming on time. Now, we'll see if that changes, but this is great news. So do not expect your 2nd to 5th April check to be delayed another 7 days like the people before you. Yours looks like it's coming on time. So watch that mail daily. Third, the huge great news is that if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, if you're not, if you're a veteran, if you're not, if you're a taxpayer, if you're not, if you're use the non-filing tool, it don't make a difference. It only makes a difference today who you bank with. And if you bank with these banks, congratulations, you're getting a deposit today if this deposit is hitting you in wave 4. The banks that are paying the deposits today are Chime, Green Dot, NetSpend, and MetaBank. Which banks will release the funds tomorrow and Monday? They also include H&R Block Green Emerald Card and also TurboTax. If you do not hear your bank mentioned in that list, it does not release funds early that I have seen. How do I know this? Because I've been tracking these banks with you since wave 1. These are the banks that through all these waves have released funds early. So which banks are releasing funds on April 7th? All the rest. If you are getting it by direct deposit on April 7th, 50% of you are, 50% of you will get it in the mail, then it's on April 7th you're getting those funds. The banks that release funds on April 7th are banks like Citizens Bank, PNG, PayPal, US Bank, PNC, Capital One Bank, Lake Michigan Credit Union, USAA, Union Bank, Navy Federal, BTP, Woodforest, Chase, Bank America. The ones that released them early are the ones I detailed to you just a few seconds before. Other banks that release funds on that day include Wells, Direct Express Card by Comerica, Bank America, Regions Bank, TD Bank, US Bank as well. And if you don't hear your bank listed, you are a big bank Wednesday release a fund bank. Now, here's what you also need to know, is that 50% of you who are waiting for this wave 4 to hit, 50% of you will get in the mail. It will not come by direct deposit. Even if you have Direct Express Card by Comerica, it may be coming in the mail. So you need to check the mail every single day. The mail is a white envelope and a beige envelope. The white envelope and the beige envelope is either a check or a debit card. The debit card has your name on it. You have to activate the card by calling the phone number on the card or by going on their website. Have a pen ready when you call them because it'll ask you to save and to provide a PIN number, create a PIN number, and you need to remember that PIN number because if you forget the PIN number, you are really in trouble. You won't be able to get the money off the card. Then present the card inside a local bank to a teller. Most tellers will be able to waive any type of fee. Just tell them what it is. Tell them ahead of time what it is, ask them, and they'll be able to withdraw the funds if you have your driver's license in front of you and you type in the PIN. You can also sometimes transfer the funds from the card to your bank if you have a computer or you're good with a cell phone. You could do that as well. Finally, you don't have to take the funds off the card. You can use the card like any other debit card and use it to buy stuff like food and groceries across the board. With that, I hope this has been helpful for you. I'll be back in just 60 seconds from now as Noontime LA continues. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.lalate.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues right now on Noontime LALATE. Thank you, Sheila, for this massive super chat. I really appreciate it. And boy, I saw some of your comments during the commercial break. It's exactly what you and I knew was happening and exactly what I reported. I'll have the recap of what people are saying in the live chat right now. And I'll also answer some of your questions. I saw some of your great questions during the commercial break. If you're just joining me, this is Noontime LALATE. Thank you for joining me. If you've not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's birthday month on this channel. This channel turns 1 month old on April 25th, and we're trying to get to 400,000 subscribers. Help us get there as fast as possible. Hit that subscribe button. I'm live throughout the day, and boy, I told you today's a big day. It's a huge day, and tomorrow, Saturday, is a big day. You know, between you and I, Fridays are usually slow news days, but not for purposes of stimulus checks, because they're sent out on Fridays. And it always surprises me when people sort of, they sort of go on vacation until Monday and they're like, what'd I miss? Well, there was a check that went out on Friday. What do you mean, what did you miss? So Friday today and Saturday tomorrow are huge, huge days for purposes of this fourth wave of stimulus check. You need to stay through with me throughout these next 2 days. Also, like this video. Let's try to do 3,000 likes. If you're not become a member, consider becoming a member. And thank you for the new member who joined during this chat. Here's what's going on. Cash App, Chime, and NetSpend are among the banks that are paying the money today. What's going on? Over the last 5 weeks, I've told you that there's a series of banks who do not hold the funds to the following Wednesday. Remember, Wednesday is the effective date for direct deposits. Wave 4 went out this morning, as first reported on this channel. Only report on this channel. No one else reports this. I reported you that this morning, the fourth wave of stimulus checks, $1,400 third stimulus checks went out. And guess what? I also told you over the last 4 weeks that certain banks release the funds the day they go out. They don't hold them for the next Wednesday. And that's exactly what has been happening. If you've been in the live chat, viewers from the same bank said, you're right, I just got it. It's currently about 11:15 here in Los Angeles. And in the last hour is when these deposits started to appear. Viewers said last 15 minutes, last 30 minutes, last 40 minutes, just in the middle of the day. So this is a very important benchmark for you to remember. Again, middle of the day. Which banks are paying today? These are the only banks paying today that we absolutely always know. Chime, Cash App, NetSpend, MetaBank, H&R Block Green Emerald Card, and Chime, and also TurboTax. Let me say those again. H&R Block Green Emerald Card, TurboTax, Chime, Bancorp, Cash App, NetSpend, MetaBank, and Green Dot. Green Dot was the one that hit early in the day. We saw NetSpend and MetaBank post as well. We saw some Chime posts as well. I haven't heard any yet today for the H&R and the Cash App. Give those a little bit of time. Remember, those will post today and tomorrow and Monday. If you don't see a post by Monday, it's not coming by direct deposit for you. It's going in the mail, even though you may be signed up for direct deposit. So again, those are releasing funds today. Now, in the live chat, one viewer said, I'm with a credit union. I got it today. Yes. So if you are at a small bank, and you know what a small bank is. There's always someone who says, what really is a small? You know it's small. It's not national. It's not in 50 states. It's in, one territory of the United States, maybe the Northwest, maybe it's in 3 states. It's small. Some small banks release the funds early. A viewer in the live chat just right now said, I got it today from my credit union. So that's an example of who may release the funds early. Who is not releasing the funds early? Everyone else. Everyone else. So people jump in the chat saying, what about? The answer is everyone else is Wednesday or mail. This is what you need to know, is that if you bank at any bank besides the ones I mentioned, you need to watch the bank on Wednesday and the mail every single day. Because 50% of you will not get it in the bank account. It'll come in the mail. And the other 50% of you will get it on the bank on Wednesday. This includes Direct Express by Comerica only on Wednesday. Direct Express by Comerica, there's no other day but Wednesday. I can say it 9,000 times. Direct Express by Comerica only on Wednesdays. Bank America, Chase, Wells only on Wednesday. PNC only on Wednesday. Big banks only on Wednesday. There's no other day for them. But there's other big great news. And the great news is also about the mail checks. The mail checks are landing today from not one, but 2 waves. Wave 2, which was March 26, is coming today. It's just late, and it's starting to post across the board today in the mailbox. Viewers have been sending me messages that they have informed consent. They see it landing today, either today or tomorrow, so congratulations. If you're March 26th, the mail, it's just late. It's very late, 7 to 8 days. But the great news is that Wave 3, the April 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and 5th checks, those appear so far to be on time. Let's keep our fingers crossed, because so far I've had not a lot, just a few viewers saying, I've done informed consent. It shows that it's already en route to my mailbox for April 2nd to 5th. Really great news. Let's keep our fingers crossed, because you don't want another 7 days late for that one as well. Finally, also big news tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow? Oh my goodness. Tomorrow morning, 50% of you will get another treat. Tomorrow, 50% of you will get an update to the irs.gov tool, and it will say that your check is on the way. Yes, the IRS tool will work for about 50% of you. The rest, it will just not work. It will just never work. For reasons we don't know, about 50% of you, the IRS tool just never works, and the check just shows up. But for 50% of you, it will provide an update. Why? Because IRS confirms the checks are sent out on Friday, and then Saturday the tool updates itself. And Saturday it'll say direct deposit April 7th or mail check April 8th, 9th, or 10th. Those are the things that the tool will say next week. That's how the tool works. Remember, Friday the money goes out, Saturday the tool updates itself. And then Wednesday the deposits occur if you're a deposit recipient. If not, it goes in the mail. Watch the mail every day, watch the direct deposit, and stay with me as more. Meantime, if you're just joining me, there has been a security alert at the White House. I'll have not the White House, the Capitol grounds. I'll have an update for you on the next video. A car smashed through the perimeter barrier at the Capitol grounds and crashed into 2 Capitol police. They were transported to a local area hospital. They are now being treated. Their conditions are unknown. The condition of the driver is unknown. The car ended lodged against a barricade. All the latest details about that. In a day in which there's been so many breaking news, if you join me on Mornings LA, which I hope you did, we had not 1, not 2, but 3 live feeds. The president went live this morning, very early, to talk about the new jobs numbers, heard on this channel first. Then the Dr. Walensky and Dr. Fauci spoke today about controlling the virus and the resurgence and the strains. And then the press secretary again had to battle back with questions about corporate tax raises, for the fourth stimulus package, along with the Labor Secretary talking about the new jobs numbers. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I don't want you to miss a single video across the board. Also, like this video. Let me jump back into the live chat for just a second and see some of the other questions that people are posting before we call it a video. And there we go. Let's see what people are saying. Drivers in critical condition, says Leprechaun. Colleen Bolda, blessings to all. Mine is pending for the 7th. Well, congratulations. That's great news. Colleen Bolda is pending for the 7th. There's Charles, M&T, pending for the 7th. Congratulations. Let me see some of the other details of people who have something pending. There's Jerome Burnett, net spend deposit, 1,400 just dropped. Congratulations, Jerome. Net spend just posted for Jerome. Let me see who else got some deposits today. Let's see who else got something posted today. Hey, LALATE, says Amy. Hello, how are you? There's Christine, just received mine on Bluebird Amex. There's Cindy. Thank you, Cindy, for the super chat, for the dancing pair. Very kind, Cindy. So Christine has an update. Bluebird Amex just released it as well. Thank you for that huge update. Bluebird Amex. M&T Banks for Pennsylvania for the 7th. Great news. Parallel. Yes, there was a parallel. Let me see the rest of it. Someone said the driver got shot as well. Thank you for that update. MS Metabank, Rico Butler just hit. Wow. Congratulations, Rico Butler. MS Metabank. There we go. Really exciting. Well, we get recurring stimulus checks. I believe you will if they get this bill to the Senate as soon as possible. You need to get these Democrats to get the bill to the Senate. I mean, I don't want to hear, the president this morning was talking about talking to the Republicans for the next 5,000 years. Get the bill going. The longer you have this bill drag on, the harder it is to get things going. Kelly, thank you for the nice super chat. Anyone else get a stimulus check in just the last few minutes? Got mine, net spend, says Jerry Moya. Congratulations. There's another. There's one pending for the 5th, says Dorina. Is that by direct deposit? Great news. What about credit union banks? Gene, depends. Credit union banks just depends on a bank by bank basis. One viewer from a credit bank said that he got his today. Bank America, Trasunia. So Bank America would never release it ahead of time. It would only be on the 7th, on the Wednesday. Heidi got it from MetaBank as well. Congratulations, Heidi. What a big day. Any updates on mortgage assistance, says Ron? No. And those are the big issues that we're going to track as a family next week. Because, boy, as so many of you start to get these checks posting in the next 24, 48 hours, we are moving on to the other money. I want you to get $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. As a family, you're going to get all of this. Just got it from Chime now. Veronica just got it from Chime. Thank you, Victor. Congratulations, Veronica. There's Beatrice. Just got it from MetaBank. There we go. There's Mary Bagley. I have received mine in my Brinks. Oh, that's a new one. Let me write that one down. So we have Brinks and we have the Bluebird. Very exciting. Just released. And there's another person for MetaBank. What an exciting group. So you know what? I'm going to jump into the live chat with you on the next video. We're going to do more Q&A because, boy, you see how things are developing very quickly. And let me give you which banks are now posting. We have a few more added to that list. We have Brinks and we have Amex Bluebird joining MetaBank, NetSpend, Chime, Cash App, Bancorp, H&R Block, Green Emerald, we're waiting for, and we're waiting for TurboTax. Really exciting. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also like this video. I'm looking forward to seeing you just 5 minutes from now. I'm going to be back on in that video. We interact together as a family. Stay informed, stay focused, and I'll see you in just 3 minutes from now as Noontime LA continues.